Not saying I'm not a huge fan of UK boxing or UK boxers per se. They just have to do a lot more to prove to me that they can compete with on a global scale, world scale, right? British boxers, they're kind of like protected. Sorry for saying that, but and the heavyweight landscape is really one that's very predictable and boring to me. I'm not gonna lie to you, but with that being said, Wardley, he does his thing yesterday. Sorry if I pronounced his name incorrectly. He beats the dog walking, you know what, out of Joseph Parker, and then Joseph Parker was looked at as, I don't know why. I just think it's Usyk hate. Everybody wanted him to go up against Usyk, and they thought that he was gonna be the guy to go in there and beat on Oleksandr Usyk and take the championship away from him. I don't know if it was because of his association with Tyson Fury, and it was Fury's fan base, the Gypsies, that wanted retribution for the two close fights. I was rooting for Fury in the first fight. Not really rooting for Fury. I just had a bet slip that was that had a draw, and I really did score it a draw with no bias. I had no dog in the race. I really just had it a draw, but things don't go the way that you want them to go. So a lot of people think that this guy here would be a great challenge for Usyk, and I have to put my promoter hat on here, and I have to say, what has he really done? Joseph Parker, although he's been in the ring with the likes of Joe Joyce, AJ, I just don't think that Joseph Parker is the guy that gets you a shot at the undisputed championship at this point, because his name don't ring no bells. It doesn't move the needle. I'm just in the boxing world. It doesn't. I'm sorry. The heavyweight boxing scene actually needs a spark, and I feel like the way for a guy like Wardley to get a deserving shot is to actually, you kind of got to throw him in the fire. So I think if he goes up against, I could be pronouncing his name wrong, forgive me, no disrespect, Utame. Just, you guys help me out with it. If he goes in the ring and goes up against him, they have a really good fight, and he ends up beating Utami, then we're on to something when it comes to undisputed and someone deserving the undisputed. I really feel like those are the fights that can get you there. The names at heavyweight, they light as a feather right now. They really don't hold any type of weight, really. And we don't know what the landscape really looks like as far as challenges to Usyk. You can't really blame Usyk either, because when he got there, the division was already, what it was. We were coming off of the trilogy with Wilder Fury. We were coming off of AJ and Wilder's long negotiation that never happened. We were also coming off of, guys like Joseph Parker, Dillian White, Joe Joyce. These guys, Luis Ortiz, plenty of guys. They're just older guys now, and Usyk is no spring chicken himself. So we gotta get a spark back in this. Time for the guys like Jared Anderson, Richard Torres Jr. still hasn't really taken a step up fight really yet. He hasn't been in there with anybody that really you expect him to kind of like get challenged by. So I think when it comes to this matchup, the only thing we can say is we just need the young guns instead. I'm sorry, I don't really think that anybody can really challenge Usyk at this point. I just feel like at this point, if I can be honest, if anybody deserves the the position that Gervonta the Tank Davis is in, it's Oleksandr Usyk. He's the one that deserves the cash out, and he deserves to be displayed on a global platform for everybody to kind of see. So, yeah, I think that's the fight that everybody should be clamoring for. Not Usyk and Jake Paul. I'm talking about Wardley and Itamu. That fight right there would be a really good one. I feel like it would be action packed. Two young dogs in there, both of them coming off of stoppages and knockouts, and they're both explosive. That's the fight that we should be clamoring for at heavyweight. Although it's not the the big Las Vegas fight with all the glitz and the glamour. I'm pretty sure in the UK that can pack out the O2 Arena. Um, if the card is built right, maybe you could put that in Wembley. I think those are the fights. I know Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn. They I don't know if they beefing or not. I don't know if they have the little back and forth going on. But I think that that's the fight that the fans should be looking forward to. Let's not put these young guys in here with the with the king yet. Just not yet. I'm saying if they fought and after competitive fight, then after that Usyk is who they should go after, and shoot, maybe even after a rubber match. This could be a trilogy for all we know. Then you could go after Usyk, or by that time we don't even know if Usyk's gonna fight again. By that time, man, let's just treat this like Dragon Ball Z and collect all the belts again. Treat them like Dragon Balls. I don't think that anybody's really clamoring for those fights. If Usyk beats one of these guys, washes them easy, what are we gonna say? Oh, they were just too young, anyways. They would. What could have been? There just comes a time and place for everything. There's classes. When I say classes, not weight classes. I mean like the experience gap. I just feel like Usyk is he's so experienced, he's so more advanced, he's so much skilled than a lot of his counterparts in the division that his footwork alone is just too much. He's just gonna beat these guys and he's gonna embarrass them. It's boxing. He could get caught with a shot and dropped. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. But like, let me know. You know what? Let me know what you guys think. Let's talk about it below. Alright, y'all. Share this with your moms, aunties, grandmas, cousins, baby mamas, sisters, side pieces, everybody that you may know. Peace.